Yeah.
Nice.
But he's here for the men's meet.
Well, I'm here for the everyone's stuff. Whatever happens.
Hey, let's go.
Yeah.
All right, let's go. Welcome back to the next aid station. I'm your host, Jake Kilgore. Man on my left.
Yeah, dog.
In the outside
What
world.
a day.
Look at us outside.
This is a first.
And we are here with
None other than.
Rachel Entrekin.
I wasn't sure if I was supposed to introduce myself, which I can do.
Tell us about yourself. I like
where are you
long
from?
walks on the beach. And
Why do you run?
Why do I run? Mental illness,
'Kay.
mostly. Yeah.
Well, first of all, let's just talk about the collab we just did between the men's meet.
And the ladies race. Yeah.
The
I like it because it says WTF, personally.
Is
But
it
yeah,
actually?
the
That is a
Women's
nice shirt.
Trail Fund. Yeah, and it's one of those ones where if you're actually a normal height of a person, it will be a crop top. But because I'm a short
It's a
person,
shirt.
it's just a shirt.
It's
I
a
still
night
think
shirt.
you're within the normal range.
I mean, I guess.
What
but
are
I
you,
feel
5'3"?
I'm 5. I am exactly 5'3". Yeah.
Wait,
Okay.
bro, are you
Good eye.
comfortable in that chair? You're like,
Oh, I'm good. I'm just like trying not to be a shrimp.
oh,
So I'm like, we're
okay.
gonna sit up and
Okay, I'm like,
we're
Yeah.
gonna do this.
can we get a chair for her?
You said
no.
you've said I don't look at you and be like, wow, you're short as hell.
No,
Oh,
I
that's,
don't.
well, Kevin gives me a complex because he is always telling me how tiny I am.
How tall are you?
Yeah.
Okay.
Kevin
So-
on the
He's
6
a
foot.
But I
He's
was
a-
also the shortest person in that group photo by like a foot.
How tall are you?
5'3".
That is.
We just
I mean, I
said
guess
this.
it's not a foot, but
Where are you at, dog?
You said 5'3" right before that?
how tall are you? You're much
Wait,
taller
you
than I
said
thought.
5'3" on this podcast.
Yeah. Why?
You're
I was looking at Kevin and being like, what's
whoa.
up?
What, I
What's
see
up,
hearts
dog?
in your
Yeah, I
eyes.
was like, what's up, Kevin?
Are you into Kevin?
I mean,
Would you like his number?
The shirt looks amazing on him.
It does.
It sure looks amazing. And I
Here-
felt
You can pre-order them now until Monday.
he walked by me and I felt it. I was like, well, hold on. I felt him twice.
He's like, hang
I
on, hang on.
did.
It's not the.
I feel Kevin
It's not the
twice a lot.
shorts.
Yeah. I recommend grabbing the butt next time.
She feels Kevin twice.
She got a lot of stamina.
Yeah. I do. Well, we're the
She's a-
ladies.
I am.
200-mile queen, bro.
Yeah, I am.
Watch out for the stamina.
I don't know what he does. I don't know if he's like, just here, just hanging out and.
Kevin is trying desperately to ignore the conversation happening. But anyway.
Amazing. This guy's
La, la, la.
great, dude. Well, we talked about it on one of the pods. I don't know. We've been here a minute. But Rachel and I knocked out a lap today. And I have said it a few times, but I'm going to say it to you now. I'm just so glad there wasn't a 0 on the end of the distance we ran today, which was 19 miles. And I feel like you run that pace for the Mammoth 200.
A 0 on the
190.
100, making it
Oh,
190.
I see.
I'm like,
you
I'm
said that earlier, and I was like, I don't get it.
Yeah,
But
I'm so glad.
see.
I would told me, dude, I was glad when we're done. I was like, I'm glad I'm done.
well, that was a faster pace than I have run in a while, so I was like,
Okay.
heck yeah.
Well, thank you.
Yeah, no, that was
Okay.
good. I was appreciative.
So
it
you
was
were-
like in
you-
the 7s.
Yeah, we were like 7:30s a
That
lot.
was rad. Yeah.
Okay,
that
I
made-
didn't know if you were pushing that pace or we were just
Oh
rolling.
no, I'm just vibing, dude.
Okay.
But I also live at 8,500, and so now
you were-
here at whatever this is.
You were really vibing then.
Yeah, I mean, we were
Okay.
I can't remember. I think I was maybe talking to Kareth Arnold, and I was like, "Oh yeah, there's like oxygen and stuff." Like I was just having an entire conversation for 20 miles at a 7:30 pace.
Yes.
So it was nice.
Okay.
I'm not necessarily running that pace for all of 200 miles, but I did get lost during the Mammoth at one point, and I was furious. And at mile like 30 of this 215-mile race, I was clicking off like 7:15s trying to get back to my position. And I was
Oh,
like,
God.
"This is stupid!"
And
but I don't
back
care.
to your position. Did you act? Oh, you fell behind
I fell
Tara
behind.
at that point.
I fell behind. Like I don't know what number I was necessarily, but yeah, I was like, "Oh, this guy." I'm not with this guy. Like, I gotta
shit.
go up there. But
Who's
anyway.
this guy? Are you racing?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
don't know.
Man.
So that was a bummer. But yeah, I don't really think I recommend running a 7:30 at mile 20 of a 200. But that's what we did anyway.
And then you just went 170 more.
Yeah.
Well, this is officially my first water ever on the next aid station, so thank you guys.
Should we have beer instead?
Sure.
Great.
No.
Well,
what
you
am I doing?
shouldn't.
Nope.
Yeah, you should.
Oh, you should.
I, I will tomorrow night.
literally-
Not tomorrow night. The following.
We're not
Tomorrow
sponsored.
morning.
We're not sponsored by water, but I will drink it.
We're not sponsored by Blue Moon. People might make fun of me because I like that beer, but it's what I like.
What is that a Pilsner? What is
It's
that beer?
like Belgian white. It's made out of Colorado.
A wheat beer?
It's good. Mm-hmm.
Okay.
You throw the orange in it?
Yeah, I do. And you know what?
But you drink
I'm not
half.
even ashamed, and I like it.
And you drink half of it, and you're like, I'm that's it.
Yeah, it has to be super cold.
And so by the time you get to the halfway point, it's no longer super cold, and you're done?
If I'm like at a NBA game or at dinner, and it's just chilling there, just sipping on it, I will probably not finish it.
Speaking of the NBA, is Jokic going to get the triple-double? Do we know about this? Or is that what it is, the triple-double?
Yeah, like average it for a year?
I don't know. Yeah,
what do
I
you
think
mean?
so. Well, I saw, because I used to follow NBA quite a bit more than I do now.
Okay.
But I really liked that guy because I thought he was so funny because he was just like, I do not care about basketball.
He legit does not.
Does
and he's
say that.
He's great.
Uh-huh.
Like, I remember, I think at one point, I don't remember if it was like a voiceover or funny interview or something, but he was like, I would rather be home with my ponies.
Yeah.
And like, he was about to go to like the finals.
It's
or
true.
something.
Denver is always worried every year that he's just going to up and retire and be done and hang out with his horses.
Go and like he's Serbian?
Yeah, he's got a bunch of horses and he races them and he's just into it. And he's like, basketball's
Well,
fine.
how long is his contract? Should we be like worried?
Yes, you should be very worried.
When's his contract over?
Like one more year, I think.
Oh, he's done.
He's
you think
incredible.
he's done? He's got to be done. I mean, he's made like millions of dollars.
Yeah, he's all set.
And he doesn't
need to keep doing this.
And he doesn't love it.
Yeah.
He'll average a triple-double. He'll knock out 30 points and 20 boards and 15 assists and just be like, yeah, that's all right.
Bro, they won it, and he's like, I don't want to go to the parade.
Yeah.
When's the parade?
I just want to go home.
He's like, I got to go home.
Yeah.
You know what I love? I love that we're talking about the NBA, and you didn't bring it up.
Oh, well, yeah. I used to be much more into sports than I am now.
You're
Now you don't have
WNBA
time
fan?
to do anything except for run.
Now I have no time for anything. But I did really like Caitlin Clark whenever she was like doing the thing.
She's dope.
She's dope.
Love
She's
her.
still doing the
and I
thing.
like all the I know she's doing lots of things.
Is she?
I think. I don't
She's
know.
still
I don't
playing?
have time for
She's still a
sports
thing?
now.
Caitlin Clark?
Yeah.
She's the best. I mean, the season's over.
She's
but
the best? I
she's
thought
the best.
that girl that just
No.
won the championship in Vegas.
Aja Wilson.
Yeah.
Whatever.
So you
Caitlin's
watched the
best.
WNBA.
Oh, I'm a huge fan. I know everyone.
Oh, good. All right. Here for the women's games.
He's so full of shit.
I'm a big Caitlin fan, though.
Okay.
She has drawn millions of eyeballs and lots of
She's
revenue
like the
into
Courtney
that.
Dauwalter of. Is she the Courtney Dauwalter?
She's like the Rachel Entrekin.
Oh, cheers. Okay. That's
I
flattering.
I didn't realize that about you when we first talked.
What?
And you're like, I just want to run with I just want to meet Courtney.
Well, I do want to meet Courtney.
I know. But we're just like starting to get to know you a little bit and I'm like, she's pretty fast, bro. And then another
Did you
race-
think I didn't have a chance to meet her? Like,
No, I didn't think you had a chance to beat her though.
well,
Did
I
you say
beat her,
meet
though?
or
No.
beat?
Yes.
Meet. I
Well,
said meet.
Okay, that's a good question. Let's talk about
You
that.
thought she was too fast for me to even meet.
Definitely.
That's fine.
No,
I
didn't-
accept this.
Hang on a second. Not meet. I didn't think that she was so fast that you shouldn't meet her. I didn't think
Too
that.
slow to meet her.
I did.
Well, that's what I thought he was saying.
Can we get a chopper around here? I didn't think that you would beat her in a race.
I didn't think I would beat her either. And I don't know if I did.
I think.
Technically.
Yes, you did.
Well,
You did.
You did.
Well, that's why I had to sign up again. Is because a DNF, in my opinion, is like the worst way to beat someone. Because like what I don't know. Yeah, there's just a big question mark. So when she signed up again, I was like, dang it.
If they get
Dang it. I got to go back.
No.
if they get hurt, that's one thing. But if they have a strategic error, if they go out too hot, if they're just not feeling it,
Stomach.
no,
Yeah.
you
I'm
beat them.
cold.
Well, I don't
Whatever.
know. I would like it to be a race in which, because if somebody performs or like if somebody has a bad day, and I want to beat somebody on their best day, kind of.
I would say you want to beat that person when they finish the whole race.
Correct.
I don't care if it's
I
their
get that.
best
I
or
mean,
their
I
worst
get
or their
Yeah.
B race. They finished the race and they were out there the whole time, and I beat them.
Yeah.
Right?
So to me, it was like I felt not like I joke and say that I got gypped, but like I didn't get to race the course with her, and so that has. Yeah, that's a big motivator.
You
to
didn't
like,
get to
back
chase
out.
her down. You didn't get to have
We
her
didn't get to have it
on your
play out.
tail. Nothing.
Yeah, it didn't play out. And I thought for 160 miles that it was still happening. And I
Well,
was
look,
wrong
if
for
Katie
most
and
of it.
Courtney aren't going to freaking tow it up and battle it out,
I'm game. I'll tow it.
At least we get Rachel and
Yeah,
Courtney.
I'm game.
See, and
I'd love to race Katie too. I
You're
think that'd be sick.
you know your talent level. So in you were being humble, whatever. But in your mind, you had to know, like,
the thing is, I don't actually know if I know my talent level because I haven't really had an opportunity to get to race a lot of the elite women until recently. I mean, I'll say recently I've gotten a little bit more of an opportunity to do that. But yeah, I mean, like, I would love to race Katie at Hardrock. Like, that would be kind of next level awesome. And like that, it really does give you a good barometer of like, because I'm going to do what it takes to, in some cases, I'm going to do just what it takes to win. And like, if I don't have that in the bag, then I'm not really like, it's almost like with the backyard ultras, like the winner never really knows like how much further they could have gone. So in some cases it's like, unless there's somebody terrifying either on my tail or right in front of me, like I might not be pushing myself as much as I could be. So yeah, I don't know. I think I'm excited to get the opportunity to race her again because, you know, I know the course pretty well. I know now that I can push myself quite a bit harder than I thought.
Okay, so let's just fast forward to Cocodona since we're on the topic.
Okay. I'm going to train with Killian.
Yes, you are. Everybody, Killian Korth in the background here in our crowd, row 1 with Kevin.
Yeah.
We have a live audience today, everybody. Fast forward.
Okay.
And you're going to beat Courtney, okay? And it's going to be awesome. And then the world is going to say, yeah, but you didn't beat Prime Courtney.
I know. There's always...
Then what?
Well, I mean, I don't care. Like, and I also, I mean... Yeah, I don't think I can care because there's always going to be some sort of like asterisk next to everything. Like, oh yeah, you won this race, but it's not UTMB. Like, unless it's one of, and that's been my like big gripe over the last couple months is like, unless it's one of 3 races, somehow it never really seems to matter.
People love
to brands.
They love to throw in the yeah, but.
Yeah, there's a lot of yeah.
Caleb won Western. Yeah, but Jim didn't run.
Yeah.
Okay, he ran the second fastest time ever.
I know.
What do you want me to do? This with you.
What do you want me to do?
We just said this. For runner of the year, it's like whoever wins Western or
whoever wins
UTMB.
And
I am optimistic that landscape is changing.
Same.
Yeah, because at the end of the day, and I was telling you this while we were running a little bit, but it's like at the end of the day, sure, the brands are who is paying, but the people are who are deciding.
This is a fabulous take she had. Give him the whole take.
So I have a blog, and I have pinned something that I'm not sure I'm going to post, but since it was running and it was like, well, we're just telling our feelings here. I was telling Jake, I have a post in my drafts called Who Gets to Decide? And I think, so I've been going through a lot of contracts and I've been being told things that are supposed to matter. And I don't think I always agree. And I think that we as the participants are giving our deciding power to like entities.
The brands.
And if we decide like, hey, I think 200s actually do matter. And if competitive people show up to those because they want to do them, guess what? Now they matter. Like if every elite next year decided, I want to do high lonesome. High lonesome is now going to matter. And I think that we, like I said, we as the participants have kind of lost that, I don't know.
Power.
Yeah, we've given it.
You're right.
Rage against the machine.
We just
we got to rage against the machines.
We just had this conversation. UTMB is coming to Utah.
I know. I heard that.
Okay. So
also, you do have the Ute 100. By the way, that's a 100-miler in Utah.
Well, we have other
hundreds. That's an Aravaipa, or what do you mean?
I think
we have
I thought.
Wasatch Bear.
No, we don't have any. The only UTMB event we have in the state of Utah is Speed Goat.
Oh, I see. Okay,
yeah.
I got it. I thought you were saying like there are no 100-miler events in Utah, and I was like, there are.
You're like,
oh no.
Okay,
UTMB is coming to Utah.
Yeah.
And they're doing another race in mid-September.
Okay.
So we were asking the question like, well, we were going to do a 100-miler. DC Peaks was.
Yeah.
And we were going to move it to that second or third week in September.
Yeah.
So we're like, if UTMB is now coming, do we even mess with it?
Yeah.
Because they'll smash us.
It's tricky because right now the things that are being talked about are UTMB events. And so, I mean, again, if we, the people, decide to change the narrative, it's just tricky because, I mean, I think there's two very different populations of runners. There's Europe, and there's kind of everybody else, maybe. And I think, like, within the North American contingent, like, I think that we are slowly getting a hold of, like, hey, but actually 200s are cool. And, like, the stories that are able to be told at those events are so much more in-depth than the stories that can be told at States just because of the time. I mean, you're talking about a 14-hour where your entire focus is going as fast as you can. And, like, there's not time for anything else. And there can be stories afterwards, but you're not really getting an opportunity to have a story unfold in front of you in the same way that you're getting an opportunity to at, like, heavily live-streamed 200s. Like Cocodona.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody and their brother met Dan Green this year at Cocodona because his story that unfolded during that race was so compelling and so interesting. And, like, I mean, I can heavily credit Cocodona for any success that I've had because they had cameras in my faces the whole time I was out there. And, like, people got to meet me, you know?
So is that Mountain Outpost? Is that Cocodona? If Mountain Outpost drove that kind of attention to another less promoted event.
Well, I think, I mean, because I guess I don't know who's in charge of deciding. Maybe it's the races because Mountain Outpost was at High Lonesome this year. And, like, my family and friends watched High Lonesome and they were like, holy crap, like, this is awesome.
So did I. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, exactly. So I think it's like any other. If we're trying to make the sport more professional, unfortunately, like, I am a huge proponent of old school races slap. And, like, we don't need to change old school races. Like, we don't need to try to change Hardrock into something that it isn't. We don't need to put 100,000 people in Silverton to watch Hardrock unfold. Like, Hardrock is always going to be a low-key event that is incredible and beautiful. And, like, Pinhoti 100-miler in Alabama is going to be a low-key classic event. Cascade Crest, same thing. Like, sometimes we don't need to change those events, but for events that want to become more professional, like, you have to accept the fact that there will be a live stream because that's how you get viewership. That's how you garner interest. You can put ads on it and probably make money for all I know. Like,
Well, that's what they do.
yeah.
That's exactly what
I've
they
never
do.
actually watched a live stream, so I don't know. But
Really?
I'm always
you're,
doing
You're
the
always in
races.
them. You're always
Yeah.
in them.
So,
Yeah.
I think, you know, it's interesting because I used to be a little bit more resistant to this idea of, like, change within ultra running, but I think that I've gotten an opportunity to meet since Cocodona and since High Lonesome and since the Mammoth now. Like, I've gotten an opportunity to meet tons of people who are like, yo, I signed up for my first thing because I saw you do it. And, like, to me, that's the point, is, like, you get to share the outdoors with people. And, like, I mean, I've spoken with a couple people who have, like, adaptive needs that are never going to be able to run anything. And they're like, but I get to watch it happen. And, like, it's almost as good as being there. And it, like, brings them a type of joy. So, like, why wouldn't we want to share this sport?
And it's fine if a Hardrock doesn't want to change. My retort to that would be like, cool. Then, like, I think it's fine if we change that it's not a top 3 race in the world. That's fine.
It's consistently it's consistently frustrating to me to have to, like, fine, I'll play the game. Like, I'll do UTMB because I genuinely think it would be something that suits my interests. Like, I think I would be good at that race. I love mountains. I like running fast. And, like, the competition, sure, is great. But, like, it is really exhausting to just over and over hear about the same 3 things. Like, oh, well, you haven't done these things, so we don't. Like, your results are happening in a vacuum if you haven't done those 3 things.
Yeah.
Western Hardrock UTMB.
Sorry, yeah. I assume we all know what I'm talking about.
I know. This is. I was saying the same thing she's saying. I'm like, the runners are the ones that are deciding, not me. I don't really care if we have golden ticket or this or that for DC Peaks. But I don't believe that runners will sign up for our race in September if they can go down the street and sign up for a UTMB race. They're deciding that, not me.
Yeah.
Even
That's-
if our route is better.
That's what she's saying.
And our route, we know them both. They're not doing
Yeah.
100,
But I mean,
by the way.
Yeah.
I think you have to, and this is kind of something that I was thinking about maybe today, is I feel like you have to give things 2 years to like, you have to give people the opportunity to decide that your other thing is meaningful. So like, I have a lot of, I was listening to that single track podcast where Kelly was talking about High Lonesome and how it's like rising. In her opinion, she thinks it could be like the next big thing. And you know who did that? We did. We chose to make High Lonesome matter.
Yeah.
Like, that race rules. The race directors have put in a lot of time and energy to make that an inclusive space that is like heavily broadcasted. They're trying to build elites into that, or bring elites into that race. So like, we are deciding that race matters, not
We the runners.
we the runners are
Yeah.
deciding that race is going to matter.
Yeah, I couldn't agree more. The runners have, by masses, right? So they're more powerful than sometimes
Yeah.
they think they give themselves credit for. But there's power in numbers, and if the numbers are saying, "Hey, I want to race UTMB, I got to race all these races to get my stones," well, then they're speaking.
Yeah, they
That's
are.
what we said.
Yep.
And yeah, to your point, UTMB, they're not doing 100
Yeah.
in Utah. They, for 3, 4, or 5 years, since we shot our podcast on Tuesday, we have since spoken to them.
Okay. Wait, so
And-
they're not doing it anymore?
They're doing an event at Snow Basin.
Okay. But it's
Um,
not 100 miler.
It's a
Nope.
10K, like a VK, 10K,
Okay.
a 20K, and a 50K.
Oh, well then do your 100 miler.
That
People
will-
will come.
Yeah, that's the first year. Then they were thinking year 2 or 3 they would add the 100K.
Yeah.
And then they said, yeah, maybe 4 or 5 years down the road we would
Well, I mean,
consider the 100.
by then your event could already have a very loyal
I
following.
mean, by then we're 10 years in.
Yeah,
and-
that definitely changed some stuff for us. But
Yeah.
when they said next year, September, we just assumed.
We just assumed 100
That-
for
well-
whatever reason.
Some people had mentioned that it was
Okay.
going to be 100. And I was like, well, shit, that's a wrap. I don't really want to do that on the same week. A brand new race and another brand new race that's happens to be run by UTMB. We're going to get smashed, bro.
Yeah, but I think ultra running is growing extremely rapidly. Like the number, and I mean too, not everybody is interested in doing a UTMB race.
Yeah,
And-
we kind of talked like, well, not everyone wants to go to UTMB.
Right.
Well, that's not everyone's
Yeah.
goal.
Yeah.
Jake
So-
said if we could get 150 people to run it, then it would be worth doing a 100 miler. And
I
if
think-
it's
I think
if we're
that's
gonna go
fair.
do it and it's 70 people, it's so much work.
36
And you don't really
hours,
make
but-
any money if you're getting 70 runners.
Yeah.
So if we have to have all the assets, the money potential comes on a business side of this when you sell out.
Yeah.
That's what we need. So, yeah, we need the runners to say no to UTMB and yes to DCPs.
Yeah. But I mean, then give them an event that is going to propel them forward. I mean, look at Killian here. Like, he just participated in by all accounts and purposes, C-tier race that no brand is going to pay you sponsorship money to win. And look how much it propelled him forward. People are interested in things that are outside of that, big three.
Yeah, the two of you are transcending the sport. Legit. Like, you're transcending it, dude. You guys are changing it. You're making 200s matter. You're making them pay you.
Well, they're
to do
fascinating.
that.
They're
are
fascinating.
And you guys are doing it, dude. You guys are
So-
doing it. I mean, you've done, the Cocodona and Mammoth live stream. Massive Mountain Outpost is doing.
Yeah.
For that propulsion. Killian's 3 races, there was no
I
live
know-
stream.
yeah.
I'm refreshing a freaking dot on a map. It sucks. I
Right.
hate following it. I follow it because he's in it. That's
Right.
it. I'm like, this is stupid. I can't even follow the race. Other people could do that to that race, to those events, and help the sport propel even quicker. They're not doing that, but that's where I'm like, dude, Jamil is
A genius.
one of the most influential people. I'll say Mountain Outpost and UTMB, those two entities are the most influential pieces of the massive amounts of revenue coming into the sport and responsible for the increase in salaries and income that we're hearing.
I think so too.
I put those two at the top of like, that's why
your
race matters. That's why your 200 matters. That's why, and it's awesome. And everybody should be, incredibly gracious of what those two entities are doing.
It's interesting to be at, I think my position feels interesting to look at from like an outside perspective. I think from an inside perspective, I'm like beating my head against the wall 24/7. But like when I hear from people that like, oh, well, it's really cool that you've done this, but like we need you to do this. Like I become the offended guy. It's like, well, who are you to tell me that like, who are you to tell me that my events don't matter? Like look at what just happened. I went from 4,000 followers on Instagram to over 20 in a 3-week time span.
Exact same thing happened to Killian.
What are you like who is deciding? And that's, I guess, back to like the question.
But don't the numbers speak for themselves?
Exactly. Why are we stuck in 2013 where like states and UTMB are the only things that are happening?
Yeah,
like I don't get it.
Yeah, there's
and from a marketing, sorry, I'm interrupting you, but like from a marketing perspective too, like I'm about to do Cocodona again for the 3rd time. Like I am not an idiot. Everybody is going to be paying attention to what I'm doing. If you are a brand, do you want 60 hours of marketing time? Because that's what I'm going to give you. Like Precision, I signed with Precision earlier this year, and like they are heavily leaning into like, holy crap, you're awesome. People love you. Let's put our stuff on you.
I mean, look, dude, when I called you this summer, June, July, and we had this conversation, sponsors and all this, I told Mick, I said, watch, bro. I'm telling you right now, she's going to win the Mammoth 200, and she's going to beat Courtney at Cocodona. It's happening. It is happening, and this was in June, right after you won Cocodona, and I'm like, no, it's happening. It's happening, and we're gonna watch it unfold. And if I had an entity, I had a business that had any piece of like marketing in trail, I'm like,
put the labels on
I'm
me.
pushing all the chips in, dude. I'm pushing the chips in.
Yeah.
And it is blowing my mind. Where I'm like, no, she's doing it, and there's not going to be another Courtney Dauwalter. But you know what else? There's only one Rachel Entrekin.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, she's going to freaking do it, dude. She's going to do it. And the sport is changing, and it's Katie's and Rachel's era, in my opinion. The next 5 years, it's Katie Scheid and Rachel Entrekin. And that's where it's going. And, like, put your freaking money in.
I mean,
and
we'll see. But
bet on it.
I mean, I guess just from I don't understand why people aren't investing more marketing potential into the 200 space because of the amount of, if you're an elite 200 miler or whatever, like all of the live stream is going to be, not all of it, because they actually do a fantastic job of like the whole race. But I mean, at the pointy end, you're going to get a lot of screen time, and like I am proving that your gear is appropriate to wear for 200 plus miles. Like it is comfortable, it is durable, it is not giving me blisters. Like the nutrition is working. Like it will carry over to every other event. Like, oh, for a 100 miler, like it's gonna work for my 100 miler too.
So what has to happen? Does DT, Destination Trails, do they have to go live stream their 3 events, or do we need to get mainstream elites to go do Cocodona?
I think
more Courtney's.
I think both things would be helpful. Like honestly, I mean, because I know next year at Cocodona there's a much more interest, or I guess a much more mainstream elite field. Like Heather Jackson.
Yeah, she's in.
Doing it.
Okay, if Tom Evans shows up at Cocodona, then what?
We've done it. Like we're done.
Tom
here.
Evans
like,
travels over and he's like, he's in.
But again,
I think Killian would love that. Let's go.
Yeah,
of course
but I
he
mean,
would.
that's
Bring
the
it.
thing is, I think it needs to, and this is where I just get frustrated because I want everything to happen right now because I'm seeing it in person, and I'm like, everybody's missing out on this opportunity to like figure out that these things matter. But I think it needs, Courtney showing up last year was a huge deal that I do not take lightly. Like the reason why I got any attention is because of Courtney showing up.
Yeah, if she's not there and you win for a second year in a row,
it matters.
we kind of know what people are going to say.
Right.
They kind of they'll probably say what they said about Mammoth.
Probably.
Yeah, but Tara dropped and the competition.
But I mean, Jamie Elam is an incredible 100-mile runner. And he came to Mammoth and like that, it almost like validates that like, oh, these are events that are worth doing. And like, these are events that you can be an elite and like still like Max Joliffe, like you can be an elite runner and still find yourself in challenging positions and like I don't know, you just have to like figure it out. So yeah, but I think with Cocodona particularly, like it's a really interesting case study in like relevance, I think, because again, Courtney showing up last year, I mean, boosted it tremendously. You got Jeff Browning showing up a bunch of years in a row. I think you just need to continue to show, like, hey,
String Bean and
Cam Haynes was in it.
Like every year there's somebody, but now it's like, well, every year there's somebody, and now there's more. Like next year's women's field we got Meg Eckert.
So why does Cocodona get all the names, we'll call it, DT doesn't at the same level? Any thoughts there?
Well, I wouldn't say that DT hasn't. I mean, they've had.
But at the level Cocodona the last 2 years and this coming year, it doesn't compare.
I think that people are probably realizing that like the visibility that the live stream is providing. Yeah. I mean, I have content coming out of my ears.
It's working.
It works.
Mount Outpost. It's working. Keep doing it.
Yeah.
It's working for everybody.
And I think again, the live stream, like I want my family and friends and patients to like, hey, I'm doing this race, and like this is what that race looks like.
You're a physical therapist, right?
Yeah.
Let's go, dude.
You were right.
Okay. I said it on an earlier show. I was like, I'm pretty sure she's PT.
I'm a physical therapist.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it's really cool to get to. I remember the first year that I did Cocodona, a lot of my patients and my coworkers, I was like, oh yeah, I'm going running, and they're like, we had no clue what that meant. And then we saw the live stream, and like I had so many of my old boss got into running and did his first race this year because of like getting an opportunity to watch what it actually means. So I think that might be something that is different. I don't necessarily, again, I think Killian's a really interesting case study of like, maybe it doesn't matter as much as I think, but for me, having that visual, like you get an opportunity to watch something, in real time. Like I don't have to hire a film crew to make a movie about me because I have the live stream.
It's being made.
Right. It's being made right now.
You paid $1,500 for it.
Right. And like Mountain Outpost is going to pull from that, like massive amount of footage that they have, like B-roll. They're going to post that stuff for the next year. And like next year, leading up to Cocodona, I already anticipate I'm probably going to get like 8,000 more followers in April
because they're just
going to be posting it. So I think that's where I particularly like, and that was a big thing for why I wanted to sign up for Mammoth, was because like, oh, you guys are having a live stream. Like my friends are going to be able to follow along, and like there's going to be. I don't have to do anything extra. I can just run the race, and like this is going to be given to me like free of charge. Obviously, you're paying in the race fee.
How much of signing up for a Mammoth was like, I want to go hit that prize purse?
I don't know. That's a good question. That's an honest question.
We talk about it on the show, so I would love to see what you think.
I was actually, honestly, I can say 0% because I had to be reminded that there was a prize purse.
Dude. That's what we say.
Yeah.
Yeah, but you had some real hesitation there.
I did, and it's only because I have run 3 200-milers this year.
So after the fact, you're like, that was pretty damn nice.
Shut up, Killian. But yeah, I mean, 3 200-milers is like, that's a, I didn't know how I was, because I love to run. I mean, I love to run daily. And if you do something like that, you're not going to be feeling like you want to run daily.
The love hurts.
Right. And like you also, just to be smart, you can't do that. And I guess like, what's his name? Adam something, the guy who's just like a psychopath and runs all the time despite doing 10 200s this year, I think. Adam Williams. Yeah. He runs 7 miles a day, and I don't understand. But for me personally, like that does not feel like it would be good for my body. So by doing that many 200s, like I am now sacrificing getting to do on a regular basis the thing that I love doing.
Yeah. We've talked about it. We believe runners, they don't sign up for the prize purse.
think so. I mean,
Like,
I was
don't.
really interested. I mean, obviously, I am a people pleaser. So at States, when I was there, everybody was coming up to me going, "Hey, why aren't you signing up for Mammoth? Like, you did this thing at Cocodona. Like, why aren't you doing this?" And there was value. It's interesting because I don't want to be pigeonholed as a 200-mile person because I like doing everything. I mean,
You did everything this year.
I have won a marathon and I have won 10 marathons in a row. Like, I was afraid that, and it kind of has happened, but I was afraid that doing Mammoth would solidify me as like, oh, this is all that this person does, and it's not. Like, it's
Winning
not.
Cocodona twice is what everyone saw. It's like,
Yeah.
oh, she's a specialist at 200s.
I kind of think that.
That I'm a specialist.
But
But it's not. But I set a course record at High Lonesome.
I know.
And I set a course record at across the years.
I know.
48
I
hour.
don't. I'm just being straight. You had a movie role, and you played it so well that now I just picture you as.
I know. I'm like what's his name? Harry Potter's actor.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just like Harry Potter forever now.
And you know what? We know you. We follow you. I know that that's not true.
Yeah.
But I still look at you like, no, Queen of 200 right there.
Which I'm fine. I guess I'm fine with it. But I just it is like that's not all I do though.
Yeah, can you be the Queen of Cocodona and I got crushed 50 milers too?
Well, yeah. I hope so. I mean, I would like to. But it's like, well, what is a? How much do I have to do to prove it to people? Because I feel like
you're gonna prove it. You're gonna prove it when you top
I gotta
10.
come run DC Peaks.
No.
That's the only way.
Okay.
She gets it.
Thanks.
Finally,
Thanks for
someone
coming
gets
today,
it.
everybody. This has been a great episode.
I mean,
We're
that's
done.
Killian did it. He won it.
Okay.
He won Mogollon. I don't even think I've even congratulated him on that.
Well, congrats. That's a
it's
hard
whatever,
race.
you know. It's whatever.
Yeah, I'm like 200 mile guy.
I think you're gonna when you top 10 UTMB this summer, I think it's gonna change everything.
And that's one thing that I'm like. Should I say this? I'm going to because this is what this podcast is for. It's just like saying things that
Here
we
for
just
the freaking
are doing.
meat, man. We're the
Let's
freaking
go.
meat, man.
I'm offended.
Give me the meat.
Well, I am really interested in. I think that I could do really well at UTMB, and I think that potentially could be the push to like legitimize everything I've already been talking about. Like 200s matter. Other races that are like hard that aren't UTMB matter.
Mm-hmm.
Like States is not the only fast race out there for people to go to and like prove that they're a dominant force in the sport. Like, so I mean, I don't know if
Dude, that's bars, dog. Bars.
Yeah.
Just spitting bars over here, dude.
Drop that mic.
Yeah, and I I get that a sport needs. It's tricky with running because a sport needs a common field to compare its players. I mean, that's why we have the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whatever, I get it. But like, you mean to tell me that just because I've never been to the Super Bowl means that I suck? Like, that is not true.
A lot of Hall of Famers never won a title.
Exactly.
Or never made it there.
Exactly. So like, don't tell me that I'm not doing. Yeah, I guess it's frustrating. It's just frustrating to be told that you are worth less because you've never been to a Super Bowl. When like I'm still a good player though. Like,
yeah, the difference that I would say in that is that like there are lots of Super Bowls throughout the year in running versus football. It's like, no, there's a game and you got to win all the games to get there.
right.
That would be the difference. Is here it's like, no, dude, there's a bunch of games.
Yeah.
A bunch of big time games that happen. Like there's probably a dozen races during the year that are like, no, these are just as dope.
Yeah.
These are just as competitive, just as awesome. It's not just that one and that one. I'm down, dude. There are a bunch of other ones that matter.
Yeah.
And you're in them.
Yeah, and I think consistency too is something that's worth looking at. Like,
Yeah.
because, I mean, so for instance, at Mammoth, like Tara came to the race, had to drop because she decided for whatever reasons she had that are all legitimate, like this is not the day that I'm doing this on. I'm going to save my energy for something that is more important to me.
Javelina.
But like, I don't tend to, Javelina, because she wants to go back to States. That's fine. But I
That's
just
great.
wonder, like, well, what if States mattered less? Like, would you still, I don't know. But yeah, I think that I've shown that within the space that I'm able to sign up for races that are within my budget, that fit within my work schedule, like whatever, I'm consistently showing up and I'm winning them.
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, it's just like I don't understand. Like, I don't understand why that means that my first contract is going to be $10,000. You know, like,
That's
and
a
I
joke,
and I
dude.
and I get
$10,000.
yeah,
Needs to
like,
be 100.
We're talking to the ultra runner of the
I know.
year for 2020.
We've been
Well,
talking
we'll
about
see.
this
I
for
mean-
a long time, dude. How to get more money here.
But there is more money. These contracts people are signing are the biggest they've ever been in our
Yeah,
sport.
it's getting better.
And she's getting $10,000.
Well,
Well,
Well, I don't think
bro.
Yeah, I don't think
That's
that is
crazy.
going to
When
be
you
what I
called
go
her,
for.
when
I
you
know,
called
but,
her,
but the fact that
But-
that's where the offer is coming, like, what?
Yeah, but it is something that like I've been told like, hey, as a first year contract signee, like $10,000 is what you should expect, and I was like, why? Like,
Yeah.
why would that be? You mean to tell me like so when Michael Jordan decided he wanted to play baseball, you're gonna sign him for like, he's Michael Jordan, like he's proven himself, and it might not be the arenas in which he is currently doing, but like he's proven that he's an athlete.
Mm-hmm.
Like, why would he's not going to accept the lowest, because that's not, maybe that's a bad example because I don't think he was very good at baseball, but but yeah, like I don't know, it is a little bit, yeah, it's just like I find myself over the last couple months just like perpetually scratching my head, being like,
Yeah.
what are we doing here?
Well, you referenced the interview that on Single Track that Finn did with Kelly, and I enjoyed that podcast. I really
it was fascinating.
I
It was fascinating.
really enjoyed it. I told Finn, I was like, dude, that's probably the best podcast you've done, or my favorite
one of the
at
top
least.
informative podcasts.
Super informative.
Yeah.
I loved it. I didn't necessarily agree with lots of things that she said. I disagreed with probably more than I agreed. I also don't have full perspective of that part of the business side of the sport, but I did some of the things that, you know, disagreeing with some of that stuff is like, cool. Who cares if you disagree? I don't align with 200s don't matter, or some of these races, and these are the only things that matter. These three races, I'm like,
yeah, and
great.
I think that there is one of the big takeaways that I took from that shocked me was the idea of the value in storytelling among races. Like, that's huge.
That's what I love.
That's this sport.
I love seeing the story. I
Right.
want to know the story. I want it to unfold. I want to see the whole thing.
So I'll use Jim Walmsley as an example, actually, because Jim Walmsley arguably is the greatest. He's the greatest. But like this year, he's been on his like injury cycle, and so at States this year he did commentary, and it's like I am obsessed with Jim Walmsley. I've never. I mean, obviously I've respected him as an athlete in years past. I mean, he's won States more times than like ever or whatever. But but getting to know how he operates and like having him share more about himself has made him so much more of a character, and that has happened through storytelling.
Yeah, when
I guarantee you
because
his
he's kind of a
value is
recluse,
much-
right? He kind of is doing his
Totally
own
is.
thing,
Yeah,
right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
when someone gets him on a podcast, Finn or Debo, most likely it's those two dudes, I'm all ears, dude.
Right.
What is this guy gonna say? What's he all about?
And perhaps his performance is like legitimizing the need to tell his story, but like I am so much more interested in him as an athlete. I am following Jim Walmsley for the first year of my life, starting in June, because like I
Just
can
now.
log. Well, I mean, I can log
Yeah.
on to I Run Far and find out how he did at States, but like now he's telling us a story, and that's what I think a lot more people. I guess maybe I'm not being fair, but that is what I personally am really interested in. Is like
Come
I
on,
want to
what
hear the
is
story.
What is fair these days, Rachel?
I don't
you
know.
know.
Well, I don't
Come
want to like speak for populations, but it seems to me, just based off of like the way that ultra running is trending, it seems like people are interested in stories, and maybe that's not lining up with how people are being reimbursed for stuff, but like there's a lot of, yeah, I don't know. I don't necessarily. I just wish I knew what. Are we interested in making, as a brand, are you interested in making money through like victories, or are you interested in making money through visibility? And like, I wish there were numbers that kind of backed up like, well, which one sells?
Yeah,
And is that what you're interested in?
It seems like some brands will lean into one versus the other.
Yeah.
Right. Some will lean into like podiums, dude. You got to freaking win.
Yeah.
You got to win. You got podium. You got to be relevant. Others are like, no, I'm down with the storytelling. I want to tell a good story.
Right. And I think a very successful brand that has leaned extremely heavily into storytelling of their athletes is John G. Like, they have everybody from Ryan Montgomery, podium chaser, top 10 at states, multiple years, like, fascinating, great storyteller. Like, he tells a wicked story. They have Jeff Garmeyer, who, like, he tells a wicked story, like, constantly. Callie Venson, like, she is probably more relatable to the greater population of ultra runners than, like, anybody. And they support all of them. And I just think, like,
you can do both.
Yeah.
Basically.
Right. I mean, and it is interesting in the landscape today of as an athlete who is trying to chase victories. It's like, well, I do think that I want to do both. Like, I do want to both tell us an interesting story and, like, inspire people, not just with the result, but with the process.
Do you want the brand to tell the story for you?
I need somebody to, because I'm busy racing. Like, I'm happy to, like, talk while it's happening, but, like, I'm not gonna. It's challenging for me to just be like, all right, camera team.
A lot of runners, a lot of very good runners, committed runners to training and strength work and all that. They're just not great at the social game. They're not great.
Yeah, we've known some.
We've known the number. There's probably more on that than who are actually good at it.
We knew people that were sponsored that were middle of the pack people, but they had a huge
following.
Yeah, social media.
But a lot of there's a good chunk of those elites who just they just struggle. They don't like it.
Yeah.
They're not comfortable.
Yeah.
Well, they need to hopefully be coached and coerced to picking brands that will tell it for them.
Or you need to win every race you sign up for, or, like, no one is going to follow you. Because, like, if you're not,
that's.
Yeah, if you're
that
doing
easy,
that,
why
then,
didn't you tell me that earlier? I would
sorry.
have.
Yeah, win every race you sign up for.
Okay.
Although, actually, that is apparently not enough.
Jimmy Elam is one. He doesn't care. He doesn't push the social media. He doesn't get the sponsors.
Well, he's been posting a lot more pictures of his cats, which I'm super obsessed
his
with.
Costco membership. He's big into the Costco.
Big into that. Yeah.
But
he
doesn't care. He doesn't
care, and I do think that Mammoth gave him a little bit of an opportunity to, like, show who he is, you know. So
you think he's gonna knock out another 200 next year?
I wish he would. I think he's really talented. I have a ton of, just mad respect for the show he put on at Mammoth. I mean, that was such a. I learned so much from Jimmy in that race.
Did you think you could catch him?
I think I didn't deserve to catch him. Actually.
In the moment, were you like, no, I can get. There's enough runway here. I can mile 90, mile 110. You're like, no, I can catch him.
The method that has worked for me so far is I wait for people to die because they're going to, and I'm going to be fine. And I think I assumed that Jimmy, and I mean, obviously it didn't work for me at Cocodona. With regard to the overall podium, but at this race, I was like, I think I could probably, like, potentially get first. Like, I could get first overall at this race. And Jimmy is a novice. So, like, I'm just going to wait for Jimmy to die. And, like, I'm going to run hard enough so that I'm not out of reach of that. Like, when he has an hour to get his shit together, basically, because I'm an hour behind him.
Which is, like, nothing.
Yeah.
Which is in a 200, that is nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Until you got 10 miles left, you got a chance.
Exactly. And so I think I made the mistake of I did not know that I have 0 moves in my repertoire, basically. Because everybody always talks about making moves and stuff. And I talked about this with Katie Asmuth, actually.
They talk about making moves.
Making moves. And I don't have any moves. Like, there were times in that race that I probably should have tried, even though I wasn't feeling great or, like, I didn't want to. Like, I have my method of just, like, keep on. Like, I'm the train that never stops. I'm going this speed all the time. There are times that I should have pushed forward and, like, psychologically maybe done something. Like, if he's pushing, and there were a couple times where I did that on accident, where, like, he would do a section and he would think he was pushing really hard and maybe he would gain some time on me. And actually, he gained no time on me because, like, I happened to do that section at the same speed sort of thing. But, I mean, I was getting information from my crew of, like, hey, Jimmy looked, like, terrible. Like, you need to try to, like, do this. And I was like, well, if he looks terrible, then he's just going to continue to feel terrible. And eventually, he'll stop and I feel
I
fine.
don't need to over push. I'll just stay consistently on the gas.
I didn't feel like taking risks was worth it. And I think that I should have done that. Because now in the 200 space, I feel pretty confident that oh, God. Actually, I'm not going to say that because I'm going to jinx myself. But I do feel confident in, like, what I can manage. And if I manage 10% more, that's not going to... I just have to be really objective on, like, what that 10% actually looks like. But if I'd done that at a couple places at Mammoth, like, maybe the outcome would have been different.
10% is a lot. I would say that's a lot.
I guess.
I mean, if you're running a 10-minute mile, you're
Buddy,
like,
we're
if I'd have just ran,
a lot
nines.
is relative.
But if you're running 10s, you're like, if I'd have just ran 9s there. But in the moment, 9 might as well have been a 6-minute mile.
Yeah, but that's what that's the top of the sport. I mean, you know.
She might have that in her.
10%, I'm just saying.
She said it was strategic error. She thought he was going to just crumble. Maybe she still had a little in where she could push.
I liked the strategy of, like, oh, hey, if he's not feeling good, I'm just going to keep the gas on steady.
I'm like a Black Widow. You just wait.
Yeah, normally that works.
I actually agree with that strategy. I'm like, your gas pedal down steady is enough to just demolish 99%.
Yeah.
So you don't need to take any unnecessary risks.
And maybe if the race it's interesting because maybe what I did was, I don't know, I'm finding some parallels between, like, Eder Ramirez. Do you know who he is?
Of course.
Yeah,
okay, good, because everybody should know who Eder Ramirez is.
Yes.
Definitely.
But, like, maybe if the race was 250 miles, like, I would have pulled an Eder Ramirez and, like,
that dude's back half was wild.
I know,
Mammoth.
dude. He's a gangster. But yeah, like, sometimes I think I just wait too much, and there's a time and place to, like, strike, and I haven't had to find those moments because historically, like, I don't need to. But with Jimmy, I needed to, and I didn't know where they were.
And I was
told where they were.
Next year's Cocodona, you're gonna need to.
You're gonna need to.
You're gonna need to. That field is awesome.
Yeah, I'm gonna need to. So yeah, I don't know. I was very thankful for that race. I don't even know how we got on this topic, but I was thankful for that race. I was thankful for that opportunity to, like, learn from Jimmy, whether he meant to do that with me or not.
Doesn't matter. You're gonna pull knowledge out of any of it. Yeah.
Because I learned a lot about, like, tactics.
I mentioned Jimmy didn't like to post stuff a lot.
Oh yeah.
That's how we started talking about him.
Wow, we really went somewhere
hey, man,
else.
That's all good.
Yeah. Anyway.
So Cocodona, and then, well, you kind of told me some of the other races you're going to do this winter, but post Cocodona, what does your summer look like? Any idea?
I don't know because a lot of it is going to be lottery dependent. I am super interested in Hardrock. I think that I would love the opportunity to get to run on that route.
Dale's picks.
Yeah, I would love,
picks.
Whatever. I'm in lottery. I'm not going to.
I'm in as
well. It would be very insane if I get in through the lottery.
You're in?
Poor Kevin has applied 9 years in a row.
Oh, you're getting in, bro.
So it's actually going to be really devastating if I get in and Kevin gets in, because then it's like, well, shit. But, because, like, who's going to crew me? It's not going to be Kevin. So, anyway, I don't know. But yeah, and so that, I haven't really planned much past Cocodona, because a lot of it depends on things that happen in the spring. So if I get into Hardrock, like, game over. We're doing
But March,
Hardrock.
April, you got
March. So March, I'm doing Chianti.
Oh.
Doing Chianti, because
Italy.
I have to prove my relevance.
The winery.
So
Let's go.
You gotta go to Europe and just smash.
Go. And I do want to go to Europe. I did Spartathlon last year. It did not go well, and that was my first experience racing in Europe. I would like to change that narrative, please.
Did you finish that?
No, I did not. Yeah. So everybody talks about, she's won a billion. No, I DNF'd a race in, like, last year. So
I did say that.
Yeah. Yeah, it was not a good day. With multi-days, like, you have to go into them really mentally strong, and I was not in a good mental space. So I did not. And like the race itself is very chaotic, and my life was very chaotic, and it was just like, okay.
But Chianti is fast, runnable.
But Chianti is
120
runnable,
kilometers.
right? And it fits into a schedule that I already know works well with Cocodona. It fits right into like a March slot that I have open for a 100-miler, and it's 70 something. So that'll be interesting. I'm excited to try that.
And top 3 get direct entry.
Yeah, top 3 get direct entry, and then I have an index that is high enough to, if I score a certain amount, like I'm kind of a shoo-in, I guess.
As long as you score
like
average,
6,
you're in.
Whatever. Yeah, it'll make my chances pretty good.
And then you're doing it, and then you're doing UTMB if that. Is that the
yeah, I mean,
commitment?
if I do Hardrock wins, but
Okay.
and I don't want to necessarily commit to anything.
You don't want to double Hardrock UTMB.
Oh, you should.
I could.
You should.
I mean, that would be a big time. We'll see.
Yeah.
Because if I'm doing Hardrock, that is such a unique opportunity. Like you're doing it,
Dude, I'm in the same spot.
You're doing Hardrock, and you're doing it.
Yeah.
As hard as you
Dude,
want
That's
to.
your A race.
That you can.
Yeah, I'm
it
in
has to be your A
Cocodona.
race.
I'm in Cocodona, and I'm in UTMB. Those are locks.
Yeah.
I'm like, bro, what if I get in Western and Hardrock?
Well, that's the Leah Yingling. She was in all 3, and she had a baby, so she
got
wasn't
done
able to do
she
that.
done got knocked up.
But yeah, it's like I remember just being like, Leah, what are you gonna? How do you focus on these events? Because the only person who's ever done well at those events is Courtney, and like I'm not foolish enough to think
2023.
Right, like my first time at all of I'm not gonna.
There's no reason to do that.
Yeah, there's
you
no
got too much on the line, to be honest.
So I mean, let's say my stars are excellent, and I get into Hardrock, and I am able to get into UTMB via Chianti. I'm not going to be able to make the Chianti decision until like August, because like I want to give Hardrock.
Well, you're gonna know in January.
Yeah, that's maybe true.
The lottery's in January, no?
For Hardrock?
Yeah,
I'll know in
December.
January. I'll know in January. So if I'm not in Hardrock, then yeah, I'm doing UTMB, and I'll give UTMB the same amount of effort.
Yeah.
Like, all right, we're doing UTMB then. Because again, I think I would really like to give what I'm saying some like relevance, I guess.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, just because I'm not doing these races doesn't mean I am not good.
Yep.
So,
Yep.
maybe I'm foolish and whatever, but like, I think I could do well at them. So we'll just like see.
Hey,
you know?
we all know you're gonna do well at them.
Yeah, we definitely think you would.
Yeah. I mean, I think next year too will be really interesting because it's not Worlds next year, and Worlds took a lot of people that are typically at the top ends of a lot of races.
Yeah.
And took them to Worlds. And
Took
so
a lot of
next
energy
year,
out of UTMB, didn't it?
And I mean, like, maybe to some extent, every race in the fall.
Yeah. Mammoth and anything in
Javelina,
September.
perhaps. Like, we're not really
Yeah.
getting, there's a ton of golden ticket races. Like, do it in the spring. If you just did, like, if you're trying to get entry into Western States and you're fast, you probably did Worlds. So, I don't know. We'll
Valid.
see. Yeah. So, so next year, I think there will be a lot more people at UTMB because they can. They're not having to piggyback it on Worlds. I know like OCC and CCC had a lot of like the typical people who are doing UTMB did those.
Dropped down, yeah.
Right.
they
So
did.
I think if I'm gonna do it, I want to compete.
Get it.
Yeah, I want to stick your nose in it.
Yes.
So,
You want to get it done.
Right. Anyway.
That's a lot. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Hey, well,
Yeah.
look, we're massive fans. We have been massive fans day one. When
I know. Thanks for all your support.
Definitely.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, we've been big fans, and it's awesome to see you just rise to stardom. Walking around post 19-mile lap today, that was super cool. I came and told these guys.
Flattering.
I'm like, dude,
Yeah.
everyone.
That was super flattering.
Oh my gosh, Rachel!
That's
Yeah.
cool.
But
And
but
some
I'm
of them
really
are just like
glad.
they were so. The words these other women were saying was like inspiring.
Well, she is.
and I loved it.
Do I inspire you?
Yeah, for sure.
Aw, thank
you're
you.
doing what for others what Courtney did for you. People wanted to just meet you.
And that, like, I don't want to dwell on that too much because I'm gonna cry and it's gonna be embarrassing. But I think that's been really cool about the past year is like the amount of people who have come up to me and like the peak moment of my life this year so far was this dad came up to me at Cocodona. I hadn't even run the race yet this year, and he was like, "Hey, my 14-year-old daughter is like stoked. And like she wants you to win. Like she watched you last year. She signed up for her first 50K. And like she really wants you to win. Like, can you say hi to her? And I was like, oh my God, of course I could say hi to your daughter. Like, what are we? So I don't know. I think that's been the coolest thing is like I've been given this incredible opportunity to like have a platform. Like I've been given this life that somehow manages to inspire people. Like that's so sick. And like I'm super stoked about that.
It is one of the coolest things about our sport is that the elites and the stardom and the rise to that, like these amazing athletes are accessible.
Yeah.
We're hanging out.
When we were just hanging out here before, I was like, look at the picture that we took.
Yeah.
I'm just like, when we reflect back on that, we look at those pictures, I'm like, I have no business being in this picture, but I'm here for it. Let's go.
You could be in the picture. That's the thing. It's like people, and it's funny because I do the exact same thing. But people are always like, "Oh, I'm so nervous to like talk to you." It's like, why are you nervous to talk to me?
I know.
Like, but I mean, Riley Brady was on my flight, and I was like, "Oh, I can't go say hi to them. Like, they're way cooler than me. Like, I can't."
You told me that. I'm like, why can't you go say hi to Riley
No, because like
Brady?
you just.
I'm like, you're freaking Rachel freaking Entrekin. Why?
Yeah.
Why can't you?
She's like, stop.
Stop it. I'm going to go over there. But yeah, I think, and I was talking to Zach Marion because I'm a part of the commentary team and whatever live stream this year. And I was talking to Zach and I was like, yeah, I think the thing that I really want to do is like, I want to be accessible. Like I want to not be the scary person who's at the front of the pack. Like, come talk to me. Like, I'll tell you everything that I'm doing. Like, you can try to like do this too. Like who knows what you could do if like somebody at the top said, hey, you could be here too. So that's what I think has been that's what I hope to get from any sort of like notoriety that I get within the sport is like, well, hey, like I didn't think I could do this either. And like you could, why not you know?
Yep. All right. Last topic.
Okay.
You are live commentating Javelina tomorrow.
Yeah.
You've done a bunch of research, I imagine.
Yeah.
Men and women?
Yeah.
Who are your picks?
I've already been asked this, so I can give you an answer.
Okay.
I hate doing picks because I do think that this year is so interesting. There's a lot of, did you listen to the Javelina single track? It was fascinating.
No.
It was really well done.
Okay.
But yeah, I think there's a lot of different categories of people. Like there's people who are super motivated to get golden tickets. They've been like 11th through 15th or whatever at state, so they just missed it and they want in because like you don't want to get 11th.
Dan Green.
Or what? Well, he's not running Javelina, but a lot of them on the women's side are like have been in that category. There's people who just have like raced a lot and are on a roll right now. Like, but with racing a lot comes like, holy crap, you have to be tired. Mm-hmm. Like, so that they're just like wild cards. And then there's people who have not yet touched the 100-mile distance, but have crushed everything that they've touched.
What was that gal's name you're talking about?
Carla. I don't know how to say her last name, but it starts with an M. Okay. But yeah, she actually, I would love to see her have a really fantastic day. It's hard to say that she'll win. Because I think especially at a race as competitive as Javelina, like, I think experience is important with the distance. But I think that she could get a lot of beginner's luck. Her attitude is excellent. So I'm picking Carla M. I picked her for second. And then Devin Yanko, I mean, holy crap. If she has a day,
yeah, for sure.
She's the best to have a day.
Yeah.
Agreed. I would love to see her. I mean, her PRs on this course are insane. I would love to see her have a really excellent day.
Okay.
And I think she's fresh.
And
like
on the men's?
On the men's side, I really want Raj Paul. Love that guy. I've raced.
You know, he was just here?
I do know that. I was super envious. His hair is fantastic, isn't it?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Wait, he had a question for you.
Oh, okay.
What was it?
That's the question. She's answering.
No, Raj had a question for her.
Oh.
Oh, it was, does she have a job?
Oh,
and then Jake answered it. That's what it was, bro.
I do have a job, but I don't right now.
Yeah, okay. We got it. He answered it correctly.
Yeah. I think we talked about this today. So you're welcome for the answer.
That's literally what I told him. I go, luckily I have all this random information because we ran for 2.5 hours.
Yeah, exactly. But yeah, I would love to see. I think he's so fast.
Yeah,
he's so talented. He looks amazing the whole time. Because I've raced with him, but not against him, at Jackpot a couple times, and he just always looks fantastic. So I would love to see him. I picked him for 2. But I think there's going to be a. I think there's.
So did we.
Oh yeah. I think there's going to be for both
No, I did too.
both races. I think there's going to be a massive chase pack.
Yeah.
And I think the race for the top spot is going to be probably until like lap 4, and then I think the race for second is going to be the whole time.
Like you think David's?
I think David
running away.
I do. I don't know if he's going to get a course record because he's had a big year.
Course schmorse. Just if he wins.
But I think his dominance in races of this type is pretty unparalleled.
Yeah. We tend to agree.
Yeah. He's going to be very difficult.
He'll be. But I think JP is going to be really interesting. I'm excited. I think he'll give David a run for his money.
Okay.
I think Raj would give David a run for his money.
We got to get JP to go last more than a lap then.
Yeah.
On at least leading or lead pack.
And then honestly, I love Caleb Bowen. He's interesting. He's really interesting to me.
Okay.
He just crushed the Hurricane 100K golf course record. He trains with Dan Green, who and he also is a cross country coach. He knows how to be fast.
Yep.
He knows how to train.
Yep.
He's a coach.
Yep.
So I think he'll be really interesting to watch.
Well, I will say, I have watched some live streams that I'm just like, the footage is good, but the live commentating is mid. And I'm so happy and excited that they chose you.
Yeah.
I'm not just saying that because you're sitting here. I'm like, no.
No, she can talk.
She's gonna
I can
crush.
talk like the ears
and you're
off
funny.
of
She
anybody.
can
that's good.
speak. She's funny. She's direct. You have all the pieces to make a great live
I hope
stream
so. I'm a little
commentator.
nervous.
I'm freaking pumped, dude. No, I'm dead serious. I'm like, no, she's gonna crush.
Well, thank you. I hope so. I mean, I've gotten positive feedback from like the interviews and stuff that I've done already. So,
No, dude,
but I mean, I love to talk. I'm curious.
The
about
first time
stuff.
we met, you were like, okay, she's cool.
Yeah.
Yep. She checks all the boxes.
Thanks. Yeah, I'm excited to, and I think that'll be really fun too. Is like to be in the position that I'm in with regard to like my skills in racing, and also just be like, yeah, let's do commentary. Like Leah Yingling, I think, is such a great example
She's
of like
really good.
crushing it, and then like also being really knowledgeable.
Yep.
And I'm not saying I'm gonna be knowledgeable,
Yep.
but like to be able to give back to other people who are racing.
Leah
I think
is really good at
she's
commentating.
so good.
Anytime she's on Finn's show and they break stuff
I
down,
know.
I thoroughly enjoy her perspective.
Yeah.
I think she's
so smart.
She's one of the best.
She's really smart.
She's very, very good. Well, I'll say, thank you for wearing the WTF shirt.
Oh, yeah.
And the collab with the men's meet. It's a fantastic collaboration. We'll break that later.
Okay.
But that collab is fantastic. But it's getting late. This guy's got a big race.
I know.
And this guy's going to lock down a freaking belt buckle,
Let's
and we're
go.
all going to see him do it.
Yeah, I'm excited for you
Thank
to
you.
have this experience.
What time does he have to finish to make sure you...
18 hours. Good luck.
Oh,
Nope.
Yeah.
I will not be seeing
Okay.
it.
I would
well-
not recommend trying to go for 18
I'm not
hours.
even going to attempt
good.
that.
Nope. Okay, great. Well, we're
Yeah.
going to do it.
I'm done at midnight, but maybe that means I
Okay.
can come cheer you in.
Okay. Well, that would be
Okay.
great because I will not be there in 18 hours.
Cool.
He's going to be coming in around 5, 6, 7, 8, somewhere in there.
Okay.
Right around the sunrise. He's coming in.
Nice.
He's coming in. So
Well, I
we
think,
got to get this guy dinner. We got to get him to bed.
yeah. We'll have the most fun tomorrow.
Thank you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Appreciate it.
Have the most fun. I think the hardest time you ever do something is the first time. So I hope it is not your last time.
Okay. Well, thank you.
Yeah.
Rachel Entrekin, everyone. Guy on the left. Big day tomorrow. Thank you for joining. This has been another episode of The Next Aid Station.